Today, the CERN Foundation stands on the threshold of many exciting new discoveries and new collaborations. But in order to really move things forward, it will require a partnership between clinicians, scientists, and last but not least, families.
I don't remember much of what happened in those next few moments. I just remember 5 words, and they were brain, tumor, hospital, surgery, and now. And I know each of you cancer parents know exactly every single detail of when you first got that phone call or when you first found out the news. And Dr. Gajar, the head of the brain tumor program here at St. Jude, he came over to the hospital, introduced himself to us, and said that he was going to work hard and St. Jude was going to do everything they could to help Ingram beat this. Hearing him say that they were going to help us, that gave us so much hope. And then he tells us the name of Ingram's tumor. He said his tumor is called anaplastic ependymoma, and it's a hard one.
Many of you will know that ependymoma is a devastating disease. It's a brain tumor that's the 3rd commonest brain tumor in kids, and it's the commonest spinal tumor in adults. And because of that unique aspect of affecting children and adults, we've been able to bring together through the CERN Foundation doctors and researchers working on this disease, both in the adult and pediatric communities, and have really made remarkable strides in that disease over the last few years, identifying some of the first genetic alterations that drive the disease, identifying new treatments that have already gone through clinical trial, and then most excitingly perhaps finding some brand new compounds that we think can be made into drugs to treat this devastating disease.
At CERN, we've done a few things to try to improve our knowledge and advance the care of patients with ependymoma. We've amassed the largest clinically annotated tissue bank through CERN, collecting tissue from patients from around the world, both kids and adults, that hopefully is going to allow us to better understand the disease and further the work understanding the underlying genetics and subtypes of ependymoma. Only through that can we develop personalized treatment and advance the treatment for all patients with ependymoma.
So for adults, we've created a new therapy, and I know our colleagues in pediatrics have created a network, and they're going to be taking some of the laboratory investigations that Dr. Gilbertson talked about and translating them into clinical trials. So I think the future looks quite exciting. I'm very, very hopeful and optimistic. I'm thrilled by the amount of support, and I think the Ependymoma Awareness Day just shows us how important this is.
You know, we celebrate Ependymoma Day with the butterfly. It symbolizes hope and rebirth for our patients as they're cured and move on with the rest of their lives. You know, the other aspect about butterflies, the monarch butterfly travels 2,000 or 3,000 miles, even though it's such a fragile being. And many of our patients, many of our children are fragile, but they're incredibly tough. And our prayer and our hope through the CERN Foundation is that they will be cured of that disease, and they too will have a long, healthy and happy journey through the rest of their lives. And that's really what today is all about, celebrating.
For Ingram and for our family, today would not be possible if it weren't for the life-saving work that's done here at St. Jude. It also wouldn't be possible, it wouldn't be as advanced without all the people with CERN that are working and fighting on our behalf as advocates to find new treatments for this disease. And it is our hope that one day ependymoma itself will be cured.
Hey, my name is Ingram, and I had a brain tumor when I was 3.5, and now I'm 6.5 and finishing kindergarten, and I love coming to St. Jude.
Good job.
Recently, a father of a child who has ependymoma wrote to me and said, "We need more than interest." And he is exactly right. We are desperate for action that helps translate into meaningful changes for the future of people diagnosed with ependymoma, futures that are brighter and longer than the outlook that some are currently faced with, and hope that a cure is on the horizon and that it's not far off. And for those of us who face the end of the journey with our loved ones, hope can still shine, and that someday another family will never have to go through what we've gone through. Through all the faces that hope wears, 8-year-old Maisie Webb said it best. She said that hope is holding on for possibilities that are extraordinary. With that said, the butterflies were chosen as a symbol to represent hope through change. Just as the butterfly dramatically changes its shape, so does the meaning of hope. Ependymoma, we can hold on for the possibilities that are extraordinary.